For many D&D players, the day of the game can bring a lot of nerves and anxiety along with the excitement. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 5 things you can do right now to help break you out of your shell at the D&D table. The first tip, and one that many players don't realize can actually help, is to get to know your character better. Think about it. If you know, or at least have a basic understanding of how your character will act in any given situation, the dread of feeling like the teacher just called on you can disappear, or at least become manageable. Make a list of questions you would ask when getting to know someone deeply and then answer them as your character. Think about their fears, desires, and needs. This helps get you into the brain of your character so that you can more easily react as your PC. This leads us to tip 2, which is to base your character off of another character you already know. There's no better way to quickly get to know a character, or at least pretend like you do, than using another character from a movie or show or book as a template. Tweak them a little to customize them as your own, and when in doubt, just think about what that character would do. It might even lead to some inspiration for your own character's backstory or quirks. The third tip is to try to hide behind the PC mask, as I call it. If you think of your character as a mask or a persona, rather than as someone like you, it can be very freeing. Just like actors on stage, you can leave your world behind for just a few hours. This works way better if you make your character someone different from yourself rather than making them personal or based on something you already understand. But getting into this mindset can really help a lot of people because it feels less awkward to portray someone who is very different from you. Fourth is to practice roleplay and improv at home. This can go a long way to helping with shy players because, as with any skill that you continue to improve, your confidence will grow as you become better at that quick wit that is needed for improvisation or role-playing. The small victories add up to helping you break out a little more each time. If you really want to take this a step further, you can always try acting classes or improvisation shows. Even karaoke is a great way to teach yourself how to be the center of attention in small bursts. And lastly, and I can't stress this one enough, never be afraid to simply talk to your DM. If you are having issues or are not feeling entirely confident in your playing, talk to your dungeon master. They may have better ideas or more creative scenarios to help you grow as a player simply from understanding the player dynamics at the table better. Trust me when I say that your DM would much rather you approach them with any issues rather than having the game fall apart. D&D is a game, and the people at that table are your friends. It can be tough getting past your own mindset and allowing yourself to basically play pretend with a bunch of nerds, but with some effort and practice, you can be just as active as any of the other party, and hell, maybe even lead them all to victory yourself. Thank you so much for watching. We hope these tips helped. If you have some tips that have helped you break out of your shell at your own table, please drop them in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, feed your Displacer Beasts, and we'll see you next time, adventurers.